Cincinnati, Atlanta, and surrounding areas. King Flex Entertainment proudly present Live in Concert. Coming to the Center Stage Theater in Atlanta, Saturday, December 22nd, 2018, 7:30 p.m. Live in Concert. Coming to the Center Stage Theater in Atlanta, bringing the funk party to Atlanta. Performing songs from their critically acclaimed album, Egyptian Musk. Also performing special guest, the APX. Atlanta, don't miss the funk party concert event of the year. Get your tickets to see Mink Slide live in concert with special guest, the APX, at Ticketmaster.com. For more information, go to minkslide.com.
All right, we here. What's going on, guys? Just letting everybody know that we're live right now. What's going on with you guys? We're live, making it pop off. Hold on one second. Let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live right now. Bam. All right. I'm here. I'm ashy than a motherfucker. Damn. Just took a shower, and my face is ashy as hell, but I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. What's up, Prince Vimana? Shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to Baltimore in the room. Damn, my face is ashy as shit. But glad to have y'all tuning in, man. How are you? We're a little late. I'm a little late. I had to give Mateo a shower. Mateo took a nap, shitted on himself, and played with the shit. Rubbed shit all over the place. And people who got kids, you know that shit smell is hard to get out. I still smell shit right now. You know, he's at that terrible 2 age where he thinks shit is finger paint. So he's in the room making shit drawings. There's like a shitty dinosaur on the wall. He's making a shitty giraffe. So I'm doing dad stuff with the kids. I'm cleaning up a little shitty farm in Mateo's room. Mateo's bad as hell. Y'all don't know how bad that little boy is. God, so that's what I was doing. That's why it took me a minute. Y'all know y'all got them 2-year-olds. Oh man, Mateo be showing out. So what's going on? We're here. So I got video. Like I know I look very ashy. But we're in here, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope you guys had a good weekend. I know it's still Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day weekend. Shout out to the black veterans who have to fight to defend the nation, and the nation is dominated by white supremacy, and you have to defend this nation to come home to be treated as second-class citizens under the system of white supremacy. So I take my hat off to you, and I say that because there was a sister who got beaten by police down in Louisiana who's a veteran. This sister's a veteran, and they hit this sister in the eye, and she lost her sight. The sister down there. So shout out to that sister down there in Louisiana. We in here heavy. Y'all come on in. Oh yeah, everybody's talking about the roast I did of a brother named Dirty last night on Instagram Live. We were on Instagram Live real late last night. And shout out, and with all fairness, Dirty was a good sport about it. That's still my brother. Shout out to Dirty. I think the brother might be from Philly somewhere. But yeah, I had to get him. He was a good sport about it. So shout out to that brother. Shout out to him. It's still all love. I had to get him. This brother was sitting up in a house that looked like a Salvation Army shelter and showing off his Benz key. So I had to get on that nigga for about 20 minutes. He was just asking for it. You don't give me that much material, dude. He must not have known who I was. He was like, man, who are you? I'm like, what the fuck you mean, who am I? I guess he didn't know. He's like, I'm trying to see who you is, man. Well, nigga, when you show your house and it's dirty like that, you about to find out. In the next 30 minutes, you're going to find out just who the fuck I am. Because I'm about to light your ass up. But he was a good sport about it. Shout out to that brother. It's still love. It's still all love. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to Dirty. you know, but I had to get him. I had to light him up. You don't give me that much material, my nigga. He must not know. Yeah, he must be new. He must not know. He must not have known. Most people, you know, when they talk shit, because he was kind of trolling in the chat room. And you know, if you trolling, you better tap out before you get on camera, nigga. That nigga got bold and got his ass on camera and showed his house off. Oh my God, nigga. My dude. Man, but shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to him. Man, we still out here dealing with these fires in California, man. We still got these fires all over the place. A lot of houses in Malibu burned down. I talked about this the other day out there in Thousand Oaks, California, Thousand Oaks, which is a place with a long history of racism. Thousand Oaks is a damn sundown town. I know. I used to live out there years ago, and I had to deal with the police out there on a regular basis. I'm telling you what I know. Thousand Oaks was the worst. But I digress. But they've been hit with a lot of fires. They got hit with a mass shooting. I'm like, wow. And up there in Northern California, yeah, Master P had to evacuate. I saw Master P. He doesn't live too far from me. If you can hear sirens. The fire's not too far from me. What's up, Natural Charm? How are you, dear? Yeah, but the fire's not too far from me. You know, we still hear sirens and we can smell smoke and all that stuff. But that town up there in Northern California, Paradise, California, is a town of like 27,000 people. That whole town burned to the ground, and that town is known for expelling the black population there. They've done a lot of grimy shit to black people there. That's like one of the top 5 whitest towns in California. They've done all types of dirtbag things to get black people out of there. And that place burned to the ground. Wow, well, that's interesting. I'm just reporting the news. There was a couple of, we pointed this out, and a couple of SWSs jumped in the chat room. How dare you point that out? People are dying up here. Sir, we're just reporting the news. The same way y'all report the news. Whenever there's a tragedy, y'all start going into the background of the people who suffers. Y'all start going into the background. Like when Walter Scott got killed, they start talking about the brother had child support payments. Damn, okay. Y'all remember when the little boy fell in the gorilla cage at the zoo in Ohio with, was it Harimbi? I think that was the gorilla. The little boy fell in the cage, fell in the gorilla bin. And they had to kill Harimbi. And there were white supremacists mad because they had to kill the gorilla to save the child. And they were talking about in the media that the little boy's dad had a jail record. The little boy who fell in the cage with Harimbi, they were talking about his damn dad had a jail record. What the fuck does that have to do with the damn gorilla, the zoo, or that little boy being rescued? What the hell? That didn't have nothing to do with shit. The dad wasn't even there. They were running stories talking about the dad had a jail record. The dad wasn't even at the damn zoo. You understand? So they do little stuff like that. So we do that. We need to point out the history of certain peoples and towns whenever they go through things. We need to point that history out. We need to do that history thing. You dig? But it's crazy. It's crazy. But today's show, tonight's topic, we're talking and we're going to ask the question, do black people, do we need to have a black independent voting bloc? Y'all know the big elections are coming up 2020. And we got an election coming up. They're going to be working hard coming at black folks. We got to be strategic. We got to stay on our grind. We got to stay focused and be very strategic with how we handle 2020, family. They're going to send their buck dancing butter biscuit grabbers. They're going to send them after us. They're going to try to attack a lot of people in the grassroots. They're going to send mammies, bedwenches, sambos our way. They're going to get their hand-picked niggas and push them out there to promote an agenda other than black empowerment. And we, on the grassroots level, we're going to really have to stay focused and be heavily on code. We're going to be heavily on code. Who is songstress? There's a lot of thirsty niggas in here talking about songstress. What's up, songstress? Where are you? There's a lot of thirsty niggas in here mentioning you. You in? Where is songstress? Niggas really got they dinglings out right now for songstress. Who is song? What's up, songstress? A lot of niggas in here complimenting you. How are you, dear? All right, what's going on your page? Are you showing cleavage or something? There's a lot of thirsty niggas in here. Shout out to Ola. Everybody say what's up to Ola. Everybody say what's up to Ola. Ola, also have to talk to you about getting some backline instruments down in Atlanta. We need to coordinate that, Ola. And I keep forgetting. That's why I need you to get on that. We need to get the instruments down there in Atlanta. We're getting this Mink slide thing popping. We're going to have a ball down there in Atlanta December 22nd next month. Hope y'all got your tickets. Going to have a real good time down there. But back to what I'm talking about. Back to what I'm talking about. Do we need to have a black independent voting bloc? Because our brother Claude Anderson talked about this, and I meant to call Claude. Claude Anderson called me a couple of times this week. I got a call. I should have called him earlier. I was too busy dealing with my badass kids. I wanted to have him call in tonight. You did? But like I said, we sent a message to the Democratic Party by not coming out in the numbers that they hope for us to support those Democratic candidates that they trotted out. Understand, if we came out, they would have got elected. They would have been elected. 2020 is coming up. What we're going to have to do, and we got to be very much on code with this, we need to go out in large numbers and vote, but vote independent if they're not catering to our request. Got it? We need to have 2 or 3 things that we need to present to the Democrats. These are the 3 things. So whenever the Rollins and all the bug dancers talk about we ain't got no solutions, I'm telling you a solution right now. There are 3 things that we need to present. And all of us need to make a movement out of it. It has to be a whole code thing. All of us got to be on it. We don't need all these contrary for attention niggas. Well, I don't know about that because we just fuck all them niggas. We need to be on code. That's the problem. We can't get nothing done because it's always an attention whoring dude or wench wanting to get attention by being contrary. We got that goofy shit going on. Whereas the white supremacists, they all get on the same page overnight. They don't do all that contrarian bullshit. They get on the same page for white supremacy. But when it comes time to empowerment, all of a sudden niggas want to be contrary. Well, I don't know, man. First of all, we shouldn't be calling ourselves black because we are really Hebrews. A nigga like that just wants to stay under white supremacy. Niggas with all that, we ain't really black, we the Hebrew. Niggas like that just want to keep you under the system of white supremacy with them to keep their dusty asses company. That ain't nothing but jail talk. I'm telling you, a lot of that shit is jail talk. I would be in jail with them niggas back in the day. They would talk all that shit to kind of occupy time. That's captivity talk. That's what niggas talk to keep themselves occupied for years in prison. Just talk in circles, come up with new ideologies about bullshit, just to waste the time. So we got to get action going on here. The three things that we need to present to the Democrats by name, and we don't let them manipulate it and dilute it and call it something else or try to trickle it down under something else. All that, if we do something for criminal justice, that'll help blacks too. None of that bullshit. That's trickle down. Don't allow no trickle down talk. Well, we're going to do health care. That's going to help black people. No. Trickle down. We don't need trickle down. We don't need you to, on that, lift every boat and we're going to get the trickle down crumbs because we're still going to be last. If you're lifting every boat, that still makes us last. The reason why we're last is because everybody else has been elevated over us. That trickle down, black folks, stop letting them run the trickle down shit. Trickling down, lifting all boats, and it'll trickle down to your boat. You're back in the same position. We're in the position we're in. We need specific help because we've been specifically targeted for disenfranchisement. Other groups put us on the bottom. So black people, don't let them run that trickle down game. I hate when I see niggas, well, I'm going to vote for school choice because I want my kids, if my kids get affected if they go to private school. Shut up. You sound like a Sambo. Let's stop that satisfied with crumbs talk. That's that Roland Martin bullshit. Criminal reform. No. No, 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 no. What we need to do with the Democrats as a group, and y'all need to promote it online, we need to say to them, we want three things. One of three things. Make your choice which one is going to be. Or all three things. And we want it on the ballot, and we want it by name. We want it for Native Black Americans, or we can even say descendants of slaves. I like that term. Native Black Americans or descendants of slaves. But Native Black Americans, because we got to be very, very meticulous with the words, because we'll say black folks, we'll say African Americans, and then they'll let a bunch of Charlize Therons over here so they can get whatever benefits. They always got a trick bag. They always have a trick bag. Or they'll get a bunch of Rachel Dolezals. Born again black folks. Fuck that. Do you understand? So we need to say, hey, number one, Democrats, we need, one, for you to allocate resources specifically for the development of black business districts around the country. That's number one. Specifically to Native Black Americans. And none of that minority, they'll try that minority shit. Don't ever, ever, ever let them run that minority word on y'all again. You dig? Don't let them run that minority word on you. So we need resources for the development of black business districts. That's number one. Number two, we need resources for land allotment. Black people are being targeted for gentrification. We've always been historically targeted for redlining and dislocation. Native Black Americans, we need land allocation just like some of these other groups get. We need land allocation. Certain parcels of land given to Black Americans. We've been dislocated by the government for decades and decades and decades in this country. That's something that they need to rectify. Let's not be afraid. We're so scared to say we want something for black folks. We got to get off that scared shit. Scared money don't make money. We got to be bold. These white supremacists are bold. They are bold. They're bold, bold, bold. The Republicans are running on an open white supremacist platform right now. They're going all out. Third thing we need to do, and Brother Claude Anderson has been talking about this, there are already treaties, like the 1866 treaty, the Indian treaty, that black people are supposed to get funds allocated to them, the freedmen's. It's already a document. There's already a treaty. The treaty has simply never been enforced. Black folks don't talk about it, but there's a treaty where all these funds that Native American tribes are getting, some of that money is supposed to be going to black people. That's why every few years you always hear about these Native American tribes kicking the black members out. Look up the Treaty of 1866. Some of that money is supposed to go to the black freedmen because the Native Americans, they had black people enslaved too. And that's another thing. On Twitter, there was one of these Blabbity Blacks, corporate-sponsored Blabbity Blacks. I'm not going to even say her name. She's with that whole Jamila crew. She's with that whole Roots Ebony crew. And she's a lesbian who's bedwenching with a white woman. And she's an author too. And she put up some shit talking about if black people get reparations, we need to include Native Americans too. Let me read the tweet exactly because I reposted the tweet. Let me read exactly what the tweet says. Let me read exactly what that tweet says. Hold on. I'm going to read y'all exactly what this woman said. I posted her tweet, then I showed another tweet of her talking about her being in an interracial relationship with a white woman. Okay, her tweet says, okay, and I give her name, Crystal Marie Fleming. That's her name. She's an author. She writes about interracial dating. She's one of them. She said, personally, I believe the slavery reparation discussion should always include indigenous Americans and land transfers back to sovereign native tribes. Woman, please. Crystal Marie Fleming, that's her name. So they're already putting their token Negroes in front of this just in case we start waking up because they see us waking up to the bullshit now. So they're already placing their Negroes sparingly around to kind of get ahead of the argument. The native guy, you say this is a fact? What's a fact, brother? But they're already trying to set it up. They're getting their ducks in a row. If black people were to get something, they're already plotting on how to dissipate it. They're already plotting on how to dissipate and dilute something that we may or may not even get. So they're already playing chess. They're already playing chess. Now, of course, she's getting her butter biscuit. She's getting her book deals and all that. But understand, they're Native American tribes. Many of them had black people enslaved. Many of them had black people enslaved. That's number one. A lot of black people couldn't get out of slavery because of some of those Native American tribes that were aligned with the white supremacists. These are facts. There were even rebellions against the Creeks and the Cherokees. Yeah, the 5 civilized tribes. They were the last. Yeah, they had to pull the Africans from them, the enslaved black people. Some of those tribes were full-on team white supremacy. Also, some of these tribes, they already get forms of reparation. They already get it. And they're withholding the shit they're supposed to give us. They're withholding the shit they're supposed to give us. And also, last and not least, most of these tribes have been completely infiltrated by white supremacists, so most of them are really white supremacists pretending to be damn Native American. Most of them ain't even real Native American today. Most of them aren't even real Native American. They're white people with feathers. The Cherokees and the Lumbees never enslaved black people. Nigga, are you insane? Okay, you trolling. Okay. This nigga said the Cherokees never enslaved African people. Nigga, are you insane? The Cherokees did enslave black people. You understand? So they're going to have to come up off that cheddar. They need to come on off that little paper. You dig? And we got to stop being afraid. We got to stop being afraid to say we need something specifically for black people. We get real afraid when it comes time to talk about what we need because we know that it's offensive. We know that the white supremacists will get offended by it. And we got to stop worrying about offending them. We're past that. Yeah, we're past that. They're offended if you don't do anything. They're offended if you're peaceful. They're going to be offended, so you might as well go out and just say exactly what you need. You did? And don't let this fool sit up here and tell you that the Cherokees never owned slaves. Let me show y'all a picture real quick, just to give you an idea so y'all can put a visual to it. You dig? Let me give you guys a visual of something. Hold on one second. There's my picture. All right. Right here. Now, right here you see, these are the Cherokees right here. These are the Cherokee Confederates. You see the Cherokee Indians are sitting up here with a damn Confederate flag. You dig? Those are the Cherokee Indians. They had a Confederate reunion in New Orleans in 1903. This picture is from 1903. So they were commemorating fighting with the Confederacy to keep slavery going on. So don't come in here trying to debunk anything I'm saying. Boy, I bring receipts on your ass so fast. You dig? So those Cherokees, they were all clicked in with the Confederates. The Cherokees were clicked in with the Confederacy. And this is the thing. When slavery was ended by the United States, the Cherokees were like, well, hell, we're an independent nation. So the Emancipation Proclamation don't apply to us, so we're going to still keep our Negroes. That was their argument. That was the Confederate, the Cherokees, that was their argument. That's why they had to have the treaty in 1866, because they didn't want to let the Africans go. These are facts. You dig? So when I see black folks, when I saw these black folks out there running up there to that Dakota pipeline, caping, getting sprayed with water, I'm like, if y'all don't sit y'all black asses down, we got to cut that out, man. We got to stop being the Captain Saber hose for all these groups that has historically just shitted on us. All we do is save people and give them the strength to come back and kick us in the ass. That's why we're going to have to start speaking blackness and what we need as black people. Stop being scared. And also, black folks like caping for other groups because, and I said this the other day, we like exotic sex. We think more immigrants, hey, that's more exotic sex for us. If we let over more immigrants, we're going to get some exotic cooch. Women, you're going to get you some exotic dick. Black men and black women are thirsty as hell for all these exotic immigrants. You dig? We got to get off that. These people will fuck you, then get on up and vote for Trump. We got to get off that, family. Yeah, because that's why a lot of Negroes out there caping for the Native Americans, because you want you a little old Squanto. You dig? You want you a little old Pocahontas. So you get out there and fight and get your ass whooped. You hope there's some Indian coochie down the line. Now your black ass sitting up here with in a TP that you trying to get on Section 8. You dig? Because you trying to get some Cherokee booty, nigga. You dig? And hood rats, you trying to fuck a Navajo so you can have kids with Indian hair. So you can stop putting relaxer in your 2-year-old's goddamn head. You dig? We're a damaged spirit people. We got a very damaged spirit. We do some shit for some of the most asinine reasons. We got a very damaged spirit. You dig? Yes, Pocahontas was a bed wench. You know? What's up, Heru Jones? But yeah, that's the thing with black folks. We got this thing where we want to start caping. And also we got this thing where black folks don't want you calling certain things out. Just like when I was roasting dude last night, you know, you had some niggas caping. Oh, why you doing it? Why you a bully, Tariq? Why you roasting him like that? You a bully. I'm not a bully. It's all fun. Now, that was just fun and games with dude. That was fun and game. He was a good sport. He took it. You know, everybody can get a roast, but it's all good. If I saw the dude, we'll chop it up and we'll be good. Rolling is a different thing. Rolling is a different thing. So people, they like niggas taking these little shots and saying their little slick comments, and then when they get the shit roasted out of them, like we've been lighting Roland's ass up, niggas are like, oh, come on now, can't we all just get along, Lord? Oh, Lord, why you do him like that, Tariq? You didn't have to do it. They always make it seem like I'm the bully. Roland deserved every bit of that damn fire that got put on his ass this week. Roland deserved every bit of it. Hold on, where we at? Where we at? Okay, god damn, my stream is acting up. There we go, I'm back. I'm back. All right, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. All right, let's refresh your page for those who don't see me. Refresh your page, all right. All right, refresh your page. I look ashy as shit. My ash never really went away. But yeah, like I said, Roland, am I good? Can y'all see me now? I was freezing up a little bit. But Roland deserved that. Roland deserved that. You know, niggas want to be on some can we all get along. I think Roland makes some good points. What good points have Roland made? What good points have Roland made? Roland ain't made no good points. I hate that talk when somebody's doing some slick shit, then all of a sudden niggas want to come around. Well, we all brothers now. We all in this together, brother. We all brothers. Dude. This whole thing where we're supposed to just let niggas coon it up and not say nothing. Dudes just want to tap dance and we're supposed to be like, well, that's our brother. Do y'all understand how dangerous that is? I didn't hear boys go after Roland yet, but everybody's been hitting Roland this week. But do y'all know how dangerous it is to just be on someone? That's still our brother. Even when I was lighting Crispy up, there was niggas, man, oh Lord, y'all still brothers. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. No, that ain't my brother. That ain't your brother. We got to understand when niggas are collaborating with the white supremacists, you better understand how dangerous that is. Black people and indigenous people, they've been falling for that for a long time. They'll just kind of look at it like, oh, it ain't dangerous. He just doing him. We underestimate how dangerous that is. Now, we were talking about Pocahontas earlier. That goes back to Pocahontas. Pocahontas was up there caping for the white supremacists. And another dude around that same time, a dude named Squanto. Squanto is the one they really base Thanksgiving off of. Thanksgiving, the origin comes from a Virginia Native American in Squanto, who they kidnapped and they took him over to Spain. They indoctrinated him, taught him English, and brought him back, and he was like a liaison between the Native American tribes and the English. So he was their Roland Martin of the day. He was a Native American Roland Martin. He convinced the Native Americans that the English dudes, they were all right, they cool. Give them a little corn, give them a little land, they cool people. Give them some corn. You dig? And when Squanto went back to his tribe, the whole tribe was dead. Squanto, look up Squel. You spelling it right, Squanto. Without the U. So Thanksgiving was created around Squanto. They were giving thanks to Squanto for feeding, helping, he helped be the liaison between native tribes, feeding the starving Europeans, because they came over here, they didn't know how to cultivate the land, they were starving, so the natives helped them out, fed them, gave them food, shared the land with them. They had that big Thanksgiving feast, and then Squanto died a year later. And the white supremacists start wiping out all their damn tribes. Squanto was a coon, and so was Pocahontas' ass, that little old bed wench. Pocahontas was a Native American bed wench. They were about to kill them white supremacists, as they should have. And Captain John Smith came over from England. He came over there, and the men there, the Native American men, they knew that motherfucker was up to no good. They knew that that dude was dangerous. They put his head on a stone. They were about to bash John Smith's brains in. And then Pocahontas jumped her dumb ass out there like, oh, Lord, don't do it, Daddy. Don't do it now, Lord. Gee, she's just like that Negro bedwench standing in front of the Klan. They about to beat up in Detroit. The Klan was about to get their ass whooped, and that negress, oh, Lord, don't do it now. We better than this. They're about to do the same thing to John Smith. They were about to bash his brains in, and Pocahontas got her dumb ass up there. Oh, Lord, don't kill him now. They let him live, and then the whole tribe got wiped out. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if she was young. She was a young bedwench. And she got her butter biscuits. They paraded her around England. They took her over there and made her a little celebrity. So she sacrificed her whole tribe so she can get shine. The whole tribe got wiped out. I mean, within a couple of years. It wasn't like centuries, no. Within a couple of years. That's bullshit that didn't happen. That's bullshit. It did happen. He said that in his diary that I'm talking from John Smith's diary. Captain John Smith, he said this. You dig? Yeah, she married all into John Smith's family. The bed fucking wench. Little old native bed wench. That's why they always mention her. Understand, when they start mentioning people, and also she was young. She was a kid when she met John Smith. But in the movies, in the Disney movie, they make her all voluptuous and sexy and grown, and she's running around with her wig flowing and shit. Got her in like a little, almost a bikini. You know, they really sexualize her. Make her a noble savage. Pocahontas got her whole tribe killed, being a little old stank bedwench. You dig? No, she married John Wolfe. Well, I know she didn't marry John Smith. She married another white supremacist, John Wolfe. Man, I know this. I know she did not marry John Smith. I think John Wolfe was a relative of John Smith. That's what we're saying. I know she did not marry John Smith. I know this. I know she did not marry John Smith. I do know this. John Rolfe or Wolf, one of them shits. Yeah, they were getting them STDs. The STDs, that syphilis was real heavy. You did? And the same thing happened in Africa. You know, when the Portuguese went over there, they started marrying into those African families. They started marrying into the African families, having those mulatto Portuguese black kids. And those children became some of the biggest slave catchers out there in Africa. You dig? Yeah, a lot of Native Americans married white dudes. And this book right here, I always talk about this book right here. This book right here, this is about some Native American women. They had some land with oil. They had all types of money. And a whole town, the Osage tribe, killers of the flower moon, a whole town plotted to kill these Native American women. These white supremacists married into these families of Native American women and started killing them off slowly. This is a heavy book, man. These white supremacist men started marrying these women and having kids, and the whole town was in on a plot to kill them. And they were killing these women as they married them and had children with them. That's some of the Native women with their white supremacist husbands. Y'all don't understand how deep these white supremacists are. That's one of the Native women with her white supremacist husband, and I think she ended up getting killed. He low-key poisoned her. You dig? I got receipts sitting right here. You dig? I can tell you books and names and dates. No, this was in Oklahoma. This was in Oklahoma. You dig? The book is called Killers of the Flower Moon. This thing broke down. The whole town was in on a plot to kill these Native American women in order to get all their oil riches. Well, y'all don't understand. We can't let our guard down around the white supremacists. We cannot let our guard down around them. Yeah, they'll come in as friends. Their strength is deception. Their strength is deception. We got to understand that. Black folks can't fathom that idea of how deceptive the white supremacists are. China's doing it in Africa. Yes, they are. Absolutely. They are the finesse kings. Get in? And that's right. They getting up with them sisters out there in China. I mean, not in China, but in Africa. And just imagine when the kids come, when those kids grow up, you watch what happened in about 20 years from now. Over there in Africa now. If Africa don't get that problem solved in 20 years, because the Asians and the white supremacists, they think 20 years down the road. We think what we're going to do this damn weekend. We are very short-sighted. They think 20 years down the road. That's how we got to start thinking. We got to start thinking like chess players. We got this, let me just live for the moment type bullshit. But in Africa, just imagine 20 years from now, these Blasians going to be popping up. Do you think they're going to have a camaraderie with the native African people there? They're going to have a land claim to Africa, and they're going to have the mindset of their Asian fathers. So you know they're going to wreak terror on Africa then. I'm telling you now, 20 years from now, I want y'all to put this in the archives of the world. 20 years from now, the offspring from this union that we see in Africa now, those Blasians that's going to pop up all over Africa, they are going to wreak havoc on the African population because they will have a legitimate land claim. But psychologically, they're still going to think Asian. We already see how much of a white ass-kissing population the Hoppers are, those half-white, half-Asians. We see how they are. So just imagine these black Hoppers, half black, half Asian, who look like you, and they'll even some of them be dark like you. So we'll give them a pass. But they're going to have the mentality of an Asian wannabe white supremacist. And it's going to be hell on the population there. You dig? So back to what I was saying about voting as an independent bloc. Let's go back to that. The 2020 election. We're going to have to give the Democrats that ultimatum. We're going to have to say, whoever's running, you're going to have to mention us. You're going to have to mention one of those three things that you are going to relinquish to black society only, just like you're relinquishing certain things to other groups. If you can do it for other groups, you can do it for us. If you are not going to do that, if you're not going to specify what you're going to give to native black Americans, I don't care about who gets offended. I don't care about the white supremacists. We don't care. Democrats, y'all find a way to word it to make them comfortable, because we're going to say what we need, and we're going to specify that it's going to be for us. Now, y'all can flip it to them, have a little meeting within white supremacist society and break it down in a way that's palatable to them, but we're going to need some of those tangibles. If y'all want to still play games, talk in codes, talk about immigration, talk about things that's going to hurt black society and try to get us on board with it and wheel out all these people as if they're somehow minority brethren in the struggle, which they're not, we're going to go out and vote. As a group, we're going to vote independent. We'll still vote locally, because when you go out and vote for the president or whatever, you still are able to vote locally. So you're not going to be able to say, well, black folks just stayed home. No, we'll come out and vote. That'll send a hell of a message than just not coming out. We're going to come out and not vote for your ass, or we're not going to vote for the Republicans either. I'm telling you, and Dr. Anderson has been trying to tell us this for 40 years, if we make a move like that, that will force them to start relinquishing tangibles. They would be forced to do that. Yes, they would do that. If we voted as a block like that, as a large block, and you can see, you can measure how we voted, somebody's going to want to get that. Somebody's going to want to get that. So somebody's going to say something to get that number. They'll relinquish it. Yes, they would. Dr. John Henry Clark talked about this, that happened in the 60s. John Henry Clark said in the 60s, the dominant society, they were ready to concede because of all the fighting and the protests that black people were doing in the 1960s. He said, hey, if we want to be honest, they were ready to give black people something. They were ready. They were ready to give that shit up. Black folks, understand, it wasn't all that I'm getting my ass whooped on Edmund Pettus Bridge. Black people were whooping ass in the 60s. The problem is when black folks got to the table, black folks start talking about, okay, we want integration. And the white supremacist was like, come again and say what? Yeah, we want integration. We want to be next to white people. White supremacists said, okay. Integration, no segregation. Everything is integrated now. So now legally on paper, we can't have black, white, we can't separate it. So there you go. Integration, there we go. No more segregation. No more black schools. We won't put no more black water fountains, white. Nope. Right? You got it. You sure told us. And they were like, wow, that was easy. And black folks were celebrating, and all the white supremacists did was practice the same white supremacy, but just didn't call it white supremacy. All they did was just change the name. That's what black folks have to get. When black folks say, well, we made a lot of progress, no, you didn't. Because there was no transfer of resources, which is what it was supposed to be about. In the 60s, they should have been like, okay, we need land, we need resources for business. They should have been doing what I'm saying now. There was no transfer of resources that was corrective. We needed corrective action. We start talking about integration, living next to white people, and then they said, oh, well, okay, well, let's just do it for all minorities. Since we're all one big melting pot, like you guys said, right? You guys want to be one big melting pot, so let's just give it to all minorities. So the Native Americans, the Latinos, they're minorities. The gays, they're minorities. Women are minorities now. Women didn't become minorities till 1964. Right before they passed the Civil Rights Act, women were not minorities. They passed that right before they did the Civil Rights Act because they were planning, again, like a chess move. They knew if they reclassified white women as minorities, they would funnel some of those resources back to white women. They play chess. See, the thing is, we get caught up, we get one little minor symbolic victory, then what we do, we celebrate for 40 years. We're so busy celebrating, we ain't looking at the paperwork. You dig? We're not looking at the paperwork. So when black folks said we want integration, the white supremacists said, okay, well, what we'll do, we'll give them the illusion of integration. And what they really want is sex with white people openly. And that's what the whole hippie movement was about. They started letting people, black people, get involved with the hippie movement, the gutter sex movement, open gutter sex. They started putting out the blaxploitation movies that always had black dude having sex with a white woman. Almost all those blaxploitation movies had a scene with a black dude having sex with a white woman. So we started to live vicariously through the movies. You dig? So we got a bunch of sonic, symbolic integration because when they started taking the segregation laws off the books, there was white flight. The white supremacists still had all the resources, so they were able to just bounce and go to these other segregated areas. They built these segregated suburbs that black folks were not allowed to come to. And they just reworded shit differently. And another thing, they started letting all these black mayors pop up in all these cities. When the white supremacists started to leave all the major cities, the major metropolitan areas, they started throwing the black mayors in all these cities, but they didn't give any real resources for these cities. You dig? So we got to understand how the game is played. Yeah, they started all them private schools, and then even with white people who were too poor to go to private schools, what they would do, they would separate them and the black kids by funneling the black children into special education, so they would still keep the blacks and the white children separated. You understand? Yeah, real heavy stuff. Real heavy stuff. You can be mayor with no resource but a mayor. Yeah, they'll let you be mayor after they done gutted a city of all the resources and the tax base. They're like, okay, go ahead, nigga, be a mayor. They let Tom Bradley be a mayor of Los Angeles, and the rise of gangs, the Crips and Bloods rose up under him. Yeah, I am close to the fires. The fires are very close, not too close, but I can see smoke where I am. Knock on wood, hopefully the fire don't come this way. Last time the fires were here, the fires were very close. My street, we had to evacuate. Yeah, we had to evacuate because the fire was literally right behind my house. Yeah, it was scary. Man. But that's what we got to do. We got to be disciplined enough to get on code and vote like that. Vote on an independent. Vote as a block. Vote as an independent block. And still be able to vote for some of the local officials and vote for certain propositions that we need taken care of in our local districts. But when it comes to the president or some of the big folks, vote independent. Vote independent. You dig? You from Flint? You know, in New York, there was a sister. She's in her 50s, and a white supremacist male ran up and beat this woman up, and he stabbed her. She's in the hospital. He knocked her unconscious, and she didn't realize she was stabbed until she was in the hospital. So there was a random attack on this sister out there. And again, this is a situation where these white supremacists are going around hitting soft targets. That white supremacist is connected with that white supremacist woman who was out there harassing that kid. All of these people are clicked in with one another. We got to stop being in denial about this. We got to act like we are constantly under attack. The guy's Chinese. So the guy who did it was Chinese in Brooklyn. He understand these white supremacist groups got these Asian cats with them. Oh, they never mentioned she was black? Yeah, she's a black woman. I think she was Trinidadian, by the way. Yeah. His name is Quantel Thing. Okay, I was hearing that it was a white dude. They were describing him as a white dude. Some of the eyewitnesses said that he was a white dude at first. Let me look that name up. Let me look that name up real quickly. Hold on, guys. And I hope the sister's all right, but that happened right there in Brooklyn. And understand, those Proud Boys and all those white supremacist groups, they're like based out of that area. Quan Yi Feng. Okay, that's an actress. Hold on. ABC workers stabbed in Brooklyn. Were dirty. This happened 2 days ago. Man who stabbed. Charged with okay, so they charged him with attempted murder. ACS. She's an ACS worker. Okay, yeah, he's an Asian dude. Okay. ACS. Is this okay? Attempted murder. Well, is this the same situation though? No, I don't think this is this the same situation? Because from what I understand, I don't know if this is the same situation or not. I don't know. Because the sister who got attacked, they were making it sound like it was a random thing. So I got to really read up and see if it's a connected thing. If it's the right story, or is this a separate incident? Yeah, this might be two different situations. It's two different incidents. Okay. Okay, see, that's why misinformation pop out. This sounds like two separate incidents. You dig? The slave revolt against the Cherokee Nation. Real talk, that definitely happened. That absolutely happened. There's a lot of white supremacists in the chat room trying to antagonize. There's a lot of white supremacists in this chat room trying to antagonize. You're on the Washington Post, and yeah. So this is two different things. Yeah, it's two different incidents. Yeah, these are two different incidents. So let's not, Let's not get confused about certain things. But, you know, we're still working on HC5. HC5 is coming. We're about to get that popping. And I'm very excited about that. And it's going to be some good information in that. You dig? You know, this nigga Trump is losing his damn mind. You know, Trump is talking to the sisters real crazy. Trump is, you know, whenever black female reporters ask this nigga a question, he's on some sit down, shut up, you stupid, don't ask me no dumb questions. I'm telling you, Trump, nigger is right on the tip of his tongue. The word nigger is right on the tip of Trump's tongue. He's about to say nigger any day now. Somebody's going to ask him the right question, and he's ready to say nigger any day now. You dig? And I will not be shocked if he just slip and go ahead and go there. Man. And did y'all hear Bernie Sanders? He said all voters who feel uncomfortable with voting for a black person, they aren't racist. Not all voters, just because they're uncomfortable with voting for a black candidate, that don't mean they're racist. Bernie, that's the definition of what racist is. Bernie, that is the definition of what a racist is, Bernie. That's the definition of what a racist is. Don't try to redefine what racism is. If you're uncomfortable about a black person because of their race, that makes you a racist. That makes you a white supremacist. Yeah, a lot of niggas were caping for Bernie. Yeah, I wouldn't rocking with Bernie either. If all of them are on the same page of not doing shit for black people, then I can't really co-sign you. I cannot co-sign you. You did? Yeah, Bernie's definitely out of touch. Bernie is out of touch as hell. You did? But that's how we got to roll, man. We got to vote like that. We got to vote as a block and be on code with it. I know with all that I march with King talk, that ain't gonna fly no more. I heard about Alyssa Milano. She was throwing black women under the bus, talking greasy about Farrakhan, talking about she's not going to do some speech at some women's march or whatever if the black women don't denounce Farrakhan. Man, please, you let them know if we're gonna start denouncing people, we're not gonna start with Farrakhan. All the people in Hollywood and the media that's clicked up with the alt-right and they don't say nothing. No, we ain't going to start with Farrakhan as far as denouncing people. And the alt-right is clicked in with all types of media groups. You dig? Kanye woke up. Nothing Kanye said should be taken seriously. And speaking of Kanye, him and Tekashi 6ix9ine, they were filming a video out here. Some cats rolled through and started shooting at the video set. Y'all niggas hanging around that Tekashi dude, y'all better be careful. And the bullet went into Nicki Minaj's dressing room, but Nicki wasn't there. You understand? Y'all better stop standing close to fuckery. See, that Tekashi dude, he made a video after they shot his joint up. He's trying to troll to save face. He did a video surrounded by his security guards and he was trying to break dance. And nigga, you just trying to save face, Tekashi. Tekashi, dude, you shook, my nigga. You are shook, brother. You ain't fooling nobody. All that dancing and showing out, trying to save face. Trying to make it seem like you ain't bothered, that niggas trying to bust at you. You dig? Blexit, Why did not Blexit? There ain't no such thing as Blexit, dude. You Blexit by voting independent. That's how you Blexit. You dig? That's how you Blexit. See, black folks, we got to start shutting down the fuckery. We let too much fuckery go on in black society. Shit that we shouldn't let go on because ain't no code no more. Everybody's trying to come up any way they can. That's why we got to be on code. Our minds, we've put ass-kissing white folks, kissing up to them as our number one priority instead of looking to each other to build. The problem is when it comes to dealing with other black people, we have a problem. A lot of us, we don't know how to deal with other black folks on a level of respect. Because we look at black people and we think, well, I won't be reprimanded by doing janky business with this Negro. You understand? That's how we think. If I do business with this dude, with this black person, and my business practices are janky, I'm not going to be reprimanded. I can go in here and deal with him any kind of way. I can disrespect his business. I can flake. I can fuck around. I can half-ass. Nothing's going to happen to me. Whereas if you do that with white people, all the other white people who hold the resources and the jobs and the opportunities that's backed with resources, that goes around and your name gets thrown around as somebody who's not dependable. So when you go around white people, you change your demeanor. You on time, you work hard, you on your P's and Q's because they can reprimand you for not doing a good job. You understand? And we shouldn't have to wait for it to get like that in order to do good business. The only time we do thorough business with other black people if it's on some street shit. That's the only time cats do straight up and down business if it's on some street shit. Why? Because there are repercussions if you don't do good business on a street level. When you on a street level doing business with niggas and you fuck around, you lie, you shade somebody, niggas will come up in your spot with them things and light you up. That's why you always hear me say, if I deal with Negroes, I like to really deal with street cats. Even like when I'm touring and I'm dealing with promoters, all the promoters, I like working with street dudes. Or dudes who used to be street dudes because they understand how to handle business. All the street cats that I dealt with never had a problem doing business with them. Never. It was always the square nigga, you dig, who ain't got no street cred, ain't never touched the streets. It's always the square nigga like, man, you know what happened with the money was, man, the insurance, I had some extra insurance. It's that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, let me talk to you about this little money real quick. Let me talk to you in my office. Man, first of all, how you doing, bro? Man, that's real shit, man. Yeah, it's really cold out here, man. You know how niggas be trying to jive talk before they start with the bullshit? Man, this weather crazy, ain't it? Man, yeah, dude. Man, this weather crazy as hell. But anyway, I gotta talk to you about something, man. But anyway, man, how about those Steelers, man? Pittsburgh, man, you think they're gonna get to the Super Bowl this year? I think they got it, nigga. I think Super Bowl, they're gonna take the Super Bowl, nigga. Dude, get to the point. Come on, bro. Come on with the bullshit, nigga. You already nigga-splaining. Come on. Man, look here, man. You know how, I was going to get you for election. I was going to have you, and then I was going to have Evelyn Champagne King open for you. Then I'm going to have you do a lecture. Then we had the Universal Circus. They were going to come out with the ponies and the giraffes. It was going to be a real good event at the Hotep Kundalini Festival, man. The first annual Hotep Kundalini Festival, it was going to be like a big family thing, right? What happened? One of the giraffes couldn't get on the boat in time. The giraffe drowned. So, I told them I got insurance, but they had their own insurance, and then I had to pay them a little something under the table. So now, man, I got to go find another giraffe. That's going to cost me about $15,000, $13,000, something like that. I can give you half your money now. Once I get the giraffe, get the insurance, then I can pay you the rest, brother. But I'm going to need you to trust me, brother. I'm going to have that money. I'm going to get the insurance in about 2 months. So if you can hold out, do the lecture, I'm going to get that giraffe money. 2 months, nigga, I got you. You know what? I'll double it. Man, get the fuck out of here. All the nigga-splaining. All the nigga. Y'all don't understand some of the shit people be trying to get me to do. The shit people be trying to get me to do, and the nigga-splaining that goes behind it, dude. Man. You know that. So I'm like, okay, that's not no street cat. You go around some street cats talking that, hey, fuck you up. You'll go around some street. Only problem you'll have with street dudes is how they give you your money. They'll give you your money. It's just how they give it to you. That's the only problem with street dudes. If they want to do some legit shit, it's how they give you your money. You know? The street niggas will give you some money and give it to you in a pillowcase. You dig? The street dudes, they give you your money. Hold on. They're like, hey, Tariq, I got your money right here, brother. Yeah, I got your money right here, brother. Yeah. You got to come over in the back and get your money, brother. I got it. I got it right here. Don't open it right here, brother. Don't open it right here. I'm like, why is that smell? Well, okay, this is really a kilo of cocaine. What I need, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to let you break it down and flip it. But that's going to be worth like $32,000 on the streets, man. That's all you. I'm like, dude, did you pay me in cocaine? Did you just pay me in a brick? And I got to flip it? Shit. Man. God damn. Yeah, they give you your money. You just gonna get it in, a certain way they gonna give it to you. Like, look, man, what I'm gonna need you to do, there's a parking garage up there, brother, and I'm gonna give you this key, and your money is gonna be in the trunk. I'm like, nigga. I told y'all how Carl the promoter, and that's my nigga. Carl the promoter, that's my man, Pots and Pans. I told y'all Carl brought me down there to Miami, and Carl used to be a street cat, and Carl made me jump through hoops to get that money. He was going to give it to me, but I had to do all types of Where's Waldo shit to get it. Like, hey, look here, look. I said, Carl, let me get the rest of that money. Okay, look, meet me 2 doors down in front of, there's going to be a Taco Bell. I need you to meet me there. Then what we're going to do, we're going to drive over about 2 miles to a storage space. Then I'm going to let you off there. You're going to wait there for 5 minutes. Then a Lyft driver is going to come pick you up. The Lyft driver is going to pick you up and take you down there to Liberty City. Once you get to Liberty City, he's going to drop you off at a Popeye's Chicken. You're going to go to the back and you're going to tell the manager, I want a 3-piece extra dry. Okay, they'll know what you're talking about. They're going to give you a bag. Once you get that bag, I'm going to need you to drive over to Little Havana. You're going to go to a taco stand over there. At the taco stand, give them the bag. They're going to give you a trunk, okay? You're going to take that trunk down to Miami Beach. You're going to go to this bike shop. They have a tricycle repair shop right in the back of that. You go there and say, I need the key to life. They're going to give you a key. Use that key to open the trunk. In that, there's going to be some airplane tickets. I need you to take that airplane to the Bahamas. Once you get to the Bahamas, you're going to check in the Atlantic Hotel. Once you get to Atlantic Hotel, you're going to go down to the casino. You're going to go to the gambling spot. There's going to be a table in the middle. There's a brother named Earl. He's a real dark-skinned brother, has one burn on this side of the face. It's all right. You'll identify him that way. You tell Earl, tell him, you can ring my bell. He'll know what you're talking about. Earl is going to give you a black card. You get that black card, you're going to go to the ATM, swipe that twice. That card is going to give you $15,000, and then there's going to be a boat waiting for you that's going to drive you to the airport, and then you come on back, man, and we'll go ahead and get this lecture popping around. It's like Grand Theft Auto, nigga. Man. Lord, Lord, Lord. So the street dudes, they'll get your money. They're going to get your money. They're going to get your paper. You know, you're going to have to go through some things, but you're going to get your paper. Man. But yeah, when I do events, I prefer the street cats. That's why we like to promote our own events, because I don't like dealing with the square dudes, because if some shit goes down, if some shit goes down, the square dudes don't know how to handle it. Because I remember when I was up there in South Carolina, they had them agent provocateurs in the audience. And the square dudes, for some reason, I got real relaxed. I didn't take my whole squad up there, which I learned. And that was a lesson for me not to be going to these spots, because they be having these agents out here. So I didn't have my squad with me. And they had agent provocateurs all in the audience. And the promoters knew they were. And the promoters they didn't know what to do. I'm like, man, y'all got these fuckers in the audience and I'm going to have to put in my own work? You dig? And I remember doing a spot up in Boston, when I was in Boston. Now, this dude, he was a good dude, the promoter. That dude kind of had some street ties. And there was some a word of some agent provocateurs trying to come up there. And that brother shut that bullshit down. You dig? That brother was like, nah, that ain't going to pop off in here. Y'all ain't ain't no agents coming up in here. Y'all ain't going to be up here with no bullshit. Them street dudes, they keep that shit clean. They ain't about to have no dumb shit pop off like that. That's what I respect that. You dig? Also, a lot of times I don't like the extra Afrocentric promoters either, because what they'll do, they'll try to have me go to a whole bunch of shit, and you know, they'll try to stretch the money out. They try to get as much bang for their buck. So I got to go to the city and meet everybody. I got to do like 10 events before the lecture. And then I got to go to certain places, and then I got to hear all types of people basically auditioning to be in Hidden Colors, because that's what happens. That's what I hate. I hate when people are auditioning to be in Hidden Colors. Because every time I meet people, everybody I meet want to be in Hidden Colors. Everybody. They want me to put them in the movie everywhere I go. Like, hey, man, what's up, Tariq, man? I love what you do. Listen here, brother. Y'all need to feature me in the next Hidden Colors, brother. You understand me? Y'all need to feature me. I'm the grandson of Step and Fetch It, brother. So I grew up around that. I can tell you about the history of my coon granddaddy. I'm like, okay, all right. All right, man. Then I got to hear the history of this motherfucker life. I'm like, oh, shit. These motherfuckers be Everybody want to be in HC. They think that they could be in it. And motherfuckers start telling me shit I don't really want to know. Look here, Tariq. How you doing, man? First of all, welcome to Atlanta, brother. Now look, I love the Hidden Color series. Look, brother, y'all need to have me in there. I can bring some real good documentation to the Hidden Color series. So first of all, I'm 73 years old. I was the first male prostitute who worked Peachtree in Atlanta, brother. So I was selling my ass out here in the 50s. Dude, I don't really want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear that. I'm good. I don't want to. Dude, I don't want to hear that, brother. Shit. All right. Damn, brother. So people be. I don't want to do a movie about that, brother. I really don't want to do a movie about that. But I'm telling you, brother. Brother, I was out here, man. I was out here on the track. You know, I made it the wave in Atlanta. It started with me back in the 1950s, man. You can call it Hidden Colon, brother. That's what you can do. You can put me in the movie, call it Hidden Colon 3. I don't want to do Hidden Colon, nigga. I'm not doing Hidden Colon. My God. Shit. Yeah, I'm telling y'all the shit that motherfuckers be telling me, man. I'm cool, man. Man, please. So I'm good. I ain't ease up on Atlanta. I got love in Atlanta, nigga. I got a lot of love for Atlanta, but I ain't doing Hidden Colon, though. Man. Lord. Man. But, look, speaking of Atlanta, I hope y'all got y'all tickets to fly down to Atlanta and come see Mink Slide get it in. We're going to be jamming with the APX. But the APX, they be grooving, man. I'm telling you. If y'all have not seen the APX live, they be grooving their asses off. We be getting it in. And we've been having problems. You know, I've been having a lot of issues with keyboard players. I've been having so many issues with keyboard players for my group. We've been having problems. All the other band members are good. It's the keyboard players we keep having problems with out here. We've been having to rotate keyboard players, just go. Oh, that's been an issue. That's been a major issue. Didn't Bernie Worrell just die a couple of years ago? But I've been having issues with the keyboard players. A lot of issues. Number one, with keyboard players, because it's really brothers, a lot of these brothers. And, you know, I got other brothers in the band, you know, we got a couple other brothers. But to play a keyboard, a lot of brothers learn how to play keyboards in church. So niggas went to church because they mama. So a lot of these niggas come from these single mother homes. Because I notice it's always the keyboard players some bullshit going on with. Yeah, the keyboard players think you need them. Yeah, the niggas, there's a single mother spirit in a lot of these niggas. It's the single mother spirit in a lot of these niggas. These niggas are, it's always the bass player's fine, the guitar player's cool, but these keyboard players be having this single motherfucking spirit, this single mother spirit. And it's these niggas, they learn how to play going to church with their mama. And that's how they learn how to play. Up in the church, around that feminine church energy. You dig? It's the single mother spirit. The niggas, sometimes if they good, they ain't professional. If they're professional, they ain't good. It's just always something off. A lot of these niggas got that single mother damn spirit. What's the single mother spirit? You're an unmarried mother. Great question, Siren. The single mother spirit is okay for you as a woman. The problem is the single mother spirit is horrible for a black male. That's the problem. Sisters, let me talk to y'all sisters out here raising boys by yourself. That's the worst thing you can do. To raise a boy in this climate, raising a male by yourself. Because you can't really teach him anything about how he needs to survive. You can't really teach him about how he needs to handle business. What y'all try to do is teach him how to be loud, because you guys equate loudness with aggressiveness, which is your form of masculinity. Because physically, you cannot be aggressive. So a woman can be loud at most. You can be loud, but you can't really be physically aggressive, especially with another man. So you teach him how to be loud, how to talk loud, or just have emotional outbursts, and that works for you as a woman, but it doesn't work for a boy. It doesn't work for a male. Everything that you teach a male actually works against him. That's the fucked up thing. Everything you teach a male works against him when he gets out here in the real world. Leading by emotions, that doesn't work. Having that, I got the prerogative to change my mind, that's a woman trait. Women do that. Women, well, I don't feel like going out, I'll flake out. I don't feel like showing up, I got the prerogative to change my mind. Y'all teach boys that shit, and he can't do business like that. As a man, people expect you to stand on your word. If you're supposed to be somewhere, you're supposed to do something, and you're supposed to commit to something, as a man, you're judged by that. That's how your manhood is judged. On how you can keep your word, how you can handle business, how you can make a commitment. That's a manhood trait, because that's a leadership trait. You got little niggas out here raised by single mothers. They flaky, they unsure, niggas are sometimey. Women, y'all date these niggas. Y'all date these niggas raised by single mothers. You know how y'all deal with these dudes. They can't commit to nothing. Y'all want to go somewhere? You're like, okay, yeah, I'd like to go on a date. Where you want to go? He like, I don't know. Where you want to go? He don't know shit. I don't know. Well, do whatever you want to do. Damn, nigga, you just asked me on a date and you don't know where to take me? We go wherever you want to go. What you want to do? Well, shit, nigga, I want to go to Olive Garden. Damn, Olive Garden, shit. What kind of money you think I got? You know, them type of niggas. Olive Garden, god damn. You think I'm balling. You a gold digger, shit. Niggas start looking stupid. These niggas start talking stupid over little bitty shit. You're like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. A lot of these niggas don't know how to lead. That's what you got to deal with. These old indecisive niggas that ain't got the shit popping. They ain't got it together. They ain't got a clue. You dig? Y'all, dudes, y'all got to cut your dudes. When y'all step to the ladies, you got to have your shit right. Dudes, let me talk to the dudes for a minute. Brothers, dudes, manhood shit. When you deal with the women, dudes, you have to be able to upgrade them in some way, form, or fashion. You got to be able to upgrade them. That's the thing that women really look for in a dude. I'm talking about a woman who has that shit together. Now, you can go get a low self-esteem hood rat, but a woman, they want you to upgrade them. Show them some shit that they don't know. Teach them some shit that they were not aware of. They respect that. A lot of niggas think you just gonna come and dick her down real good. That gets played. That's gonna get played. Because there's another nigga who can dick her down just as good. You understand? So get off that I'm just gonna dick her down real good nonsense. That's what niggas, again, y'all learned that from your mama. Y'all seen niggas come in and out the house. So your mama's sexing people up. So you think, well, shit, I gotta sex people up. You dig? That's what you're supposed to do. Sex motherfuckers up. The game ain't about that, man. You gotta have enough knowledge to upgrade the women, showing them new fly shit. And how do you get that? You get that by experience. How do you get experience? You get experience by living. The problem is y'all niggas don't want to live. Y'all don't want to go out there and live life. What y'all niggas want to do, hang around your other little moist homies and smoke and drink lean and play video games. You ain't gonna learn shit doing that. You got to get your little old rusty ass out the house and start traveling, seeing what's out there in the world, trying new hobbies, trying new money-making endeavors. You go out here and you learn by gathering experience. So now, nigga, when you get around a woman, the experience that you've accumulated, you get wisdom from that, and you can school women on the wisdom you have. And I don't mean going to jail. A lot of times, that's another thing. Niggas go to jail and think that you got some kind of experience. No. You go to jail and what niggas learn is a bunch of fucking words. That's why niggas get out of jail and all of a sudden see the proprieties of the instamatory, and what we have to do is collaborate, and then we're going to have to gravitate towards a reconcessionalized institution of the precipice. You know, you start throwing out word salad. That's what you learn in jail. Jail is not good. You dig? You got to experience life. You got to go out here and experience different endeavors. You got to go out here and try new shit. You got to gain wisdom. You got to live life. That's where your experience and your wisdom comes from. And you experience shit by not being afraid. A lot of niggas, again, you around your mama. Your mama ain't never left. Your mama's been sitting in the same Section 8 fucking house all your life. She ain't never been nowhere. Your mama ain't never been on vacation. Your mama ain't never had a passport. She ain't never had the money to take your ass nowhere. So you don't know nothing about going out there getting it. So you got to go around folks and look at folks and learn from folks who's doing some fly international shit, instead of hating on them. Because again, your mom, these niggas have these single mothers, and the mom sees somebody shining and your mama hate on them. Your mama go to church, see somebody with a new wig on or a new dress on, your mama's hating on them. Your mama go to the hair salon, they gossiping and hating on people. So you learn that hater shit from your mama. That shit don't work as a man. That's why you look at YouTube and there's always some little old mushmouth nigga hating on somebody like me or somebody else who's doing something productive. Man, I want to do a video about Tariq, man. I don't like that nigga be doing all the movies and shit. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. That's single mother shit. Nobody cares about what the fuck you don't like. Niggas got to get off that. Young niggas, when I was young, I wasn't about to sit up here and hate on niggas. I'm looking at the dudes who's getting the bag. I'm learning from them. That's why I never get into drinking and smoking when I was young. When I was a kid, all the niggas I knew who was sitting around drinking and smoking and fucking hood rats, I'm like, what am I getting out of that? Fucking some little raggedy hood rat. I'm high, fucking a raggedy hood rat. What the fuck is that? Ain't nothing fly about that. Nigga, that's throwing in the towel. I'm like, let me look at these niggas over here driving this fly shit. Niggas over here living in these fly cribs. Niggas over here that has dimes cooperating with them. Those are the niggas I want to start soaking up game from. So instead of hating on that, I'm soaking it up. I'm looking at my game. I'm like, yeah, my game ain't as tight as yours. See, niggas get on this ego shit. Ego is based on emotion. Emotion, you get that shit from your single mother. Your mama's like, I'm independent. I don't need nobody up in these projects. I is independent. I don't need to learn nothing. And then niggas start talking that dumb shit. I'm independent. I don't need to learn shit. I know everything. Dudes be talking that dumb shit, and you ain't learning nothing. You ain't getting no game from nobody. Instead of sitting your stupid ass down, humbling yourself, getting around some veterans, and learning some game, you want to hate on the nigga. Man, fuck that nigga. He think he the shit in that Mercedes Benz driving around here. Fuck that nigga. That's bitch nigga talk. If I see a nigga shining and I'm listening to what he's got going on. Nigga, you doing something I ain't doing. What's popping, my nigga? What's happening, brother? I ain't even trying to get nothing from you. I'm just trying to learn some game. I'm just trying to see your day-to-day, nigga. I'm trying to see your day-to-day operations. That's what I would do. I would go out and hang out with the hustlers, just watching them all day. I would go to where they went to the kick it spots they went to the burger stands the hustlers went to. I'm up there ear hustling and eye hustling. You dig? And that's how you learn. You learn that game. You learn some shit where you can upgrade yourself. And then when you upgrade yourself, any people who come around you, the ladies come around you, you can lace them with some fly shit. Much respect, Zoe Rich. Much respect to you, brother. You know what? That's a good idea, D. Do a Patreon-based Mac lessons. Because I was looking at Patreon. Great idea. Because I was fiddling around with Patreon last night trying to figure out how to do a private live stream from there. And that's a great idea. I was wanting to do something specifically, do some live streams specifically for the Patreon crowd. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's a great idea. I thank you for that. I'm going to start doing some special Mac lessons only for the Patreon. I was figuring out trying to hook my live stream up with Patreon. I'm still trying to figure out. I think it's pretty easy, but I just got to kind of figure it out. But yeah, I still got to look below right here. If you look below in my profile, you can see the Patreon link. So everybody needs to hit that. And I'm going to do some Mac lessons, a couple of Mac lesson streams where I'm just dropping nothing but game on there. You dig? Yeah, just go to the link below, right below. Just go to the Patreon link. There's a tickets to see Mink slide, and then right below that, it's to keep the New Black Media going by being a part of Patreon, and there's the Patreon link. No, we're not coming to Miami right now, Clarence, but you guys can definitely go up to Atlanta. You can definitely go up to Atlanta. Yeah, the game is definitely needed more than ever. The game is definitely needed. But that's what I was talking about. I'm talking about how a lot of single mothers, man, it's really important to have a male in your son's life, preferably the father. Look, I know y'all go through shit. And when I say a male, y'all got to be careful about the men that you bring around. Because sometimes you got predatory niggas that come around and they take advantage of these boys. That's why you have to be preemptive, ladies. Y'all got to really watch who the fuck knocks y'all up. I see women out here, they look like they got it together and they get knocked up by the dustiest ass niggas. I see women who get knocked up by some of the raggediest, dustiest niggas ever. You dig? So you got to think preemptively. You dig? Okay, well, this Rashida Libra, I'm responding to you, and somebody block Rashida Libra. Block that person. You know, you're not going to be in the chat room talking shit and following me. I'm going to make a decision to get your dumb ass out of here. You dig? What's up in Guyana? Shout out to Guyana. But But understand, you gotta be careful about who you bring around your boys and your girls too. See, y'all women be out here with your boyfriends, bringing them around your daughters and all this shit. Patrick Coleman, we can get you out of here too. We're trying to talk real shit. We don't need little old sassy moist niggas in here. Patrick Coleman, do we need to get you out of here? One of the mods, get Patrick Coleman's little old zipper head ass out of here. Looking like an adult orphan. Nigga look like you were abandoned at 21. You're the world's oldest orphan. You're like a old Different Strokes. You went to an orphanage trying to find a white family to adopt your stupid ass. Patrick Coleman, I know. In here talking moist fuckboy shit. Patrick Coleman, that nigga sounds like a substitute sex education teacher. That nigga had to teach a class and left the plastic vagina and dildo at home. So he had to teach the children by hand. Okay, this is a dick and a pussy. Okay? This is a dick and a pussy. This is how it works. You stupid son of a bitch. Anyway, so will I teach my sons the game? Yes, I will. I will teach my son the game. Patrick Coleman, fuck out of here. Yeah, so young thug. Man. The chat room is moving fast. What's up, Songstress? You appreciate the views on single mothers with sons. I know it's not easy, Songstress. I know it's not easy, dear. I know it's not. I know. Man, I know it's not. I wish YouTube has. I wish YouTube had a thing where you can bring people on video. I wish YouTube had that. Yeah, John Henry Clark said, we have no friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your cousin band want to cover its time. I want to hear them. I want to hear how they get down. Yeah, I'm going to do the Mac lessons for the Patreon crowd. What's up, Demon Small? What's your question, brother? What's your question, Demon Small? Google Talk and hook up to YouTube. Okay, they can do that. I was trying to... I did that with Jared Taylor and that White Supremacist Baked Alaska. I was having some issues with it. I want to try it again. I want to try that again. Next week, I'll probably do it again. I'll do it again so I can get calls. Yeah, because everybody y'all got Google or Google Hangouts, so I would like to do that. Man. What's a lot of y'all? We 4,000 strong in here. The red flag law? What's the red flag law? I haven't heard that, Mr. Cash. What's the red flag law? The second constitution called the abolish the first constitution, okay? Would I go back on Laura Ingram's show? I don't know. I don't know, because Fox is just a propaganda mill. I know they wanted me back on there for something. I was down in Miami or something. They wanted me on there for something. So, basically they're a propaganda mill. called Google. Yeah, I got Google Hangouts. You do floor work in Atlanta? Email me, brother. Email me, because I got some people working on my property down there now. And I'm thinking about getting new carpets in there. I'm thinking about having them take the carpet out, because the last people there, they treated that shit like a damn housing project. It's Kool-Aid stains and shit all over the place, and fish grease and all types of shit in the carpet. So I might have to get a whole new carpet out there in the house, and there's some flooring that I got to get fixed. So email me if you for real, if you really do floor work out there, and if you for real, because, you know, don't be one of them shade tree niggas. You know, the nigga with the cigarette in his mouth. What that is right there. I see that on the floor right there. I can get that thing done. I can get some mahogany. I can get some mahogany wood, and then I get this carpet, right? I got a hookup. I got a cousin who can come in here and do the paint. It'll take me about 3-4 months to get that done. All you're gonna have to do is give me $5,000. I'll get this whole thing floored. And what we're gonna need to do is demolition the house. We gotta demolition the whole thing. That's gonna cost an additional $30,000 to $40,000. I can do that. I got a cousin with a tractor trailer. We knock this thing on down. We haul it off. That'll be another $20,000 to haul it on off. Then we'll build a whole new house. We're gonna build a whole new house. Understand me? We build this house. We're gonna build it from scratch, and then we're gonna build it with bricks. And then we'll section it off so you can Airbnb one side of it, and then you can live in the other. And it'll be Section 8 and Airbnb on the other side. I did this for somebody over there in Valdosta. They love it. And since I know you, my grandkids listen to you, they love you. I watch Hidden Colors. I love it. I give you a 50% discount on hauling it off, so it won't be $20. It'll be $10,000 to haul it on off. Then get me a plate over down at the fish joint. And I'll go ahead and get this thing knocked out for you, brother. And just give me a check for $20,000 right now, and then we go ahead and get started. It's them type of niggas. I've dealt with niggas like that down in Atlanta. I dealt with niggas down there. I went and I was going to get some day laborers one time. I swear I dealt with niggas just like that in Atlanta. I was going to get some day laborers to work on my house in Atlanta. And right before the Mexicans came to the car, the brother came out of nowhere. Hey, brother. Hey, how you doing, brother? No. Oh, hold on. I got this, Javier. I got it. Hey, brother, what you need done, brother? All right, they black, so I get it poppin'. I need some brothers, I get it poppin'. Oh, these niggas were the jivest ass niggas ever. Oh, these were the jivingest ass niggas I got down there in Atlanta. Some of these old school brothers. And they got in the car with me. I took them to the house. Where you from, brother? From LA. Hollywood, brother. Shit. I used to live out there in Hollywood, brother. I was going to be an actor. I did 3 pornographic movies. I had to come on back to Atlanta. It wasn't for me. I said, oh, Lord, these type of niggas right here. Oh, God. The jive assness of these niggas. Oh, my God. Tell me them niggas don't be down in Atlanta doing that. They all in the... They working on my house. Hey, Hollywood, look here, brother. You see this piece of wood right here? Brother, I got this wood about the floor, brother. You see that round there? Brother, you got radioactive termites, brother. These radioactive termites, that's something that's going on down here in Atlanta, brother. I can get that for you, brother. I got some spray that'll kill these radioactive termites, brother. That's something that came from the CDC. I'm telling you, it's the Illuminati. They making these radioactive termites. They eating all up on your floors, brother. Give me $1,500. I get all of them, brother. I kill all of them, brother. I got some radioactive raid at my cousin's house, not too far from here. We get all that up out there. But right here, brother, this right here, that's the problem right there, brother. That's right there. That's the problem right there, brother. That's why the flow all tore up. That's the problem right there, brother. Johnny Ray, ain't that the problem, brother? That's the problem. Johnny Ray know. Me and Johnny Ray, we've been working on houses for 15, 20 years, brother. We've been dealing with these radioactive termites all for years, brother. Ever since the CDC came up in here, these radioactive termites been just tearing up houses, brother. You from up there, you don't know how I go on down here, brother. Shit. Jive nigga talk. Yeah, they have them old nigga names. Jimmy Earl, listen here. Jimmy Earl, tell him about it, Jimmy Earl. Man. Now, me and Johnny Ray, we're going to go up here in your attic, brother. Brother, we're going to go in your attic. We went up there in your attic, brother. Hey, Hollywood, me and Johnny Ray went up there in the attic, brother. We were going to fix the attic. There's some other issues you got up there, brother. There's some other issues you got up there, brother. There's a Ouija board up in your attic. We went up there. There were 2 evil spirits sitting up on a trunk and a dresser, brother. We're going to have an exorcism up here, brother. We're going to have an exorcism before we do anything in this house, brother. Johnny Ray, remember the last time we had an exorcism down on P Street, brother? We're going to have an exorcism, brother. It's demons and shit up there, brother. Somebody was playing that Ouija board. We're going to have to get a exorcism. I know somebody over at TD Jake's church who's friend with Creflo Dollar. I can bring Creflo Dollar up here, brother. It's going to cost about $10,000, but we can get that demon up out of here, brother. We get that demon out of here. We'll fix that leak on the roof. Me and Johnny Ray, we do it. Them niggas in Atlanta be hustling, man. Like, shit, them old niggas be hustling. Man. They know somebody. Brother, I know somebody do an exorcism. Look, brother, I got somebody. Hold on, brother. Johnny Ray, let me see your phone, Johnny. Hold on. We're going to get somebody to do this exorcism. Hold on one second. Lily Mae. Hey! How you doing? Yeah. Girl, I ain't talked to you in a long time. Look here. We over here at this brother house is Hollywood. He down here trying to get some work on his house. Oh, yeah. We over here right down about downtown. You still do exorcisms, Lily? Okay, yeah, I'm going to need you to come over, bring your sage and your holy water. I told him you got cash. Yes, I told him you got cash. We're gonna get you to get this exorcism. They got all types of demons and shit upstairs. They playing with Ouija boards. They doing all types of things. I'm going to need you to do exorcism. Bring your holy water, your sage, your Bible, and your Quran. You come through. Okay, bring me a fish plate from down there at M&M's. All right, baby. All right. Then Lily Mae show up in a Lincoln Continental in some house shoes and some sage. Hey, Lily Mae, how you doing, girl? This Hollywood right here. Hey, baby. First of all, baby, I'm gonna need a hot towel. I'm gonna need some. We're gonna have to make a little shrine. I'm gonna need a hot towel, 2 onions, and a rabbit's ear. I don't have all that. Okay, that's going to be another $15,000. I can get you a rabbit ear. Now we got to get some more shit. They're just tacking on new shit. Everything is new shit. Okay, we got to get them rabbit ears. We can't do it without no rabbit ears. Hold on, let me make another phone call. Timmy Earl. Hey! Brother, you still got them rabbit ears? We need to do an exorcism up here with Lily Mae. Just me and Johnny Lee up here. We're going to do an exorcism. Yeah, we're just trying to do some work at this house. There's evil spirits up here. You know, the evil is here. You know, the devil is a liar, though. So I'm like, I should have got the damn Mexicans. Got to deal with this shit. And then the rabbit ear niggas show up in a Buick playing Disco Lady by Johnny Taylor. So it's just a whole bunch of shit. Oh, Lord. Man. But those are the type of dudes that I was dealing with down in Atlanta. Boy, they was some of the jivingest niggas. Them shade tree mechanic niggas down there in Atlanta are hilarious, dude. Man. Yeah. Ponce de Leon Home Depot, that's exactly where I got them from. Joseph, you hit it right on the money. That's exactly where I got them dudes from. Ponce de Leon or Ponce de Leon Home Depot. That's exactly where I got them from. Somebody, he already knew. My dude knew exactly that's exactly where I got them to. He said, he named the exact location. Joseph Pennegar. He must have dealt with him before because that's exactly where I got the dudes from. The Home Depot on Ponce. No, right on Ponce. Yep, that's exactly where I got them from. Man. Man. Shit. Yeah, they booted the Mexicans out the way. Now, the niggas ain't Haitian. They ain't Haitian at all. Those country-ass niggas from Georgia or somewhere. They ain't from no Haiti. No. They country as hell. Man. Demon Small. What's your question, brother? You sound like you trolling, low-key. What's your question? You keep saying you asked the question. What's your question? Demon Small or Demon, whatever your name is. What's up, Mad Money? Man. You keep asking if I answer your question, and I don't see your question, so must not have been that important. I know they'll show it with the wrong ears. They'll show it with 2 rat ears. Man. He's trolling. Okay. Yeah, the demon guy, Demon, or whatever his name is, he's trolling. Why do rappers get killed in their own city? Good question. They get killed because they got a lot of haters in their own city. You notice a lot of rappers, they get a lot of hate from their own city because a lot of times the rappers come from a certain hood, and once these niggas start rising, the dudes who grew up with them, they start feeling a certain way. The niggas start feeling a certain way. Okay, y'all block Demon Small. Just block him. Block him, please. Block him. He's trolling. But a lot of these dudes, they get killed by niggas they know. Dudes who live in the same, or who are from the same hood, and it fucks with a nigga when they see somebody who started off with them rise up because it makes them feel insecure, so they have to look for reasons to bring the other dude down so they can feel better. You dig? But again, that's that single mother spirit that a lot of dudes get. And I'm not trying to dump on women. It's not dumping on single mothers. But that mentality was orchestrated. Having boys raised by single parents, that's a very deliberate phenomenon that happened. Because they knew that a dude, the skills that he would learn would work against him. What's my top 7 rappers? Let me see my top 5. Number 1, Rakim. Number 2, Nas. Number 3, Scarface. 4, Ice Cube. 5, Royce the 5'9". 6, Eminem. 7, KRS-One. Yeah, a lot of niggas are very insecure. Yeah, Rakim. Rakim is on the top of that list always. Rakim was 20 years ahead of everybody. Yeah, Rakim. And Nas is my number 2 because Rakim came some years before him, And Rakim influenced Nas. You can hear the wordplay that Nas does. So he was influenced by Rakim. So I got to give it to Rakim as number one. Rakim, the dude was just 20 years ahead of his time. You dig? That brother, when he came through, Kane is up there. Kane is up there. Not Tupac. And I like Tupac. Tupac wasn't a hell of a lyrical dude, though. Tupac was not a real lyrical dude. Royce is very underrated. Royce the 5'9", very underrated. Royce was very, very underrated. Royce the 5'9". The Public Enemy, they have their place. And again, Chuck D was just at my house a few weeks ago. So these are people I fuck with. You know, most of these cats I know. Lord Finesse, a lot of people slept on Lord Finesse. His album, The Return of the Funky Man. I think that's the name of it. That was a hot album. I used to bump that. There was a lot of shit I used to bump. Rare joints. Jadakiss is up there. Jadakiss is up. There's a lot of people who's up there, you know, but I just got my top five. Well, I got a top five list, you know, based on a few things, based on lyrical content, songs, there's a bunch of criteria that I put there. There's a lot of slept on. Now I even have a list of slept on dudes, like Lord Finesse was slept on, Big L majorly slept on, Big Pun really slept on, Grand Poobah really slept on. Grand Poobah was really slept on. Busta Rhymes is really slept on. Redman is really slept on. Redman is a beast lyrically. He's slept on because he's a kind of a humorous dude. You know, Andre 3000 is kind of slept on. You did? Like I said, Ja Rule. I like Ja Rule. Ja Rule ain't bad, but, you know. AZ is cool. AZ is cool. But nigga, Big L was a monster. The DOC was slept on. But, you know, DOC had that accident. And that kind of took him out the game. That was a freak accident. You did. Can't agree with my top five. Who's your top five, Texas boys? Yeah, Black Thought, he slept on. Black Thought, yeah, he's really showing and proving. I wouldn't say Ren is slept on. Ren is good, but I don't think he's slept on. DMX, DMX is not really a lyrical dude. He's like Tupac. Tupac is not a real lyrical dude. The thing is, Tupac is so passionate. Corrupt is slept on. But Tupac wasn't a lyrical dude. Tupac was just hella passionate. And that passion goes a long way. Just like DMX. DMX has the best delivery. That's why DMX can say anything and that shit sounds hot. You know, DMX did a Christmas song and that shit was sounding hot just based on his delivery. So he don't even have to be hell of a lyrical dude. Raz Kaz is very slept on. Another dude, have y'all heard of Chino XL? That nigga is real slept on. How many of y'all heard of Chino XL? That nigga is slept on. He's a lyrical beast. Yeah. My son, yeah. Man. No, Chino is tight. Chino XL is a monster lyrically, dude. That nigga's real slept on. Chino can spit, man. No, you can't. Chino and Pac had battles back. Chino is a beast, man. That nigga's real slept on. Yeah, Pusha slept on. He's on the rise with it though. Now, who's the worst? There's a lot of worst rappers, but who's the worst rapper who went gold or platinum? That's how you judge the worst rapper. There's a lot of whack rappers. Who's the worst rapper to have gone gold or platinum? What's the worst rapper to go gold or platinum? Was it Tekashi? Silk was bad. And I like Master P. Silk, I never got Silk the Shocker why that Silk would rhyme off beat. I'm like, whoa, Silk's records were bad. They were horrible. And when I saw dude, he kept going platinum, I'm like, God damn. Silk would rhyme off beat. The shit would, oh my God. So I say Lil Yachty, Soulja Boy. Let me see. No, Sade is good. Sade is my nigga. No, Nelly is good. Lil Bow Wow was actually good. Lil Bow Wow's not a bad rapper. No, that's not true. Lil Bow Wow's not a bad rapper at all. I said Soulja Boy, Trinidad James. Chingy is good. Chingy's good. Cardi B ain't bad. Nigga, please. Ludacris, he can flow. Mike Jones ain't bad either. Vanilla Ice, yeah. Okay, y'all just naming random people. No, nigga, y'all just, you said sugar free. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Man. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's getting late in the night. I got to go work on Hidden Colors 5 in here. I got things to do. But next week, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get this Google Hangouts thing going so people can get on camera and chop it up and see how that works. Get it popping. I'm going to figure out how to do that because I did it before. I just got to do it and keep the flow going. You dig? But anyway, man, y'all go to minkslide.com. Come on down to Atlanta next month to join us. December 22nd. Going to be a monumental event. Y'all going to be the first to see Mink Slide live. We're going to be down there. I'm going to be chopping it up with you guys. Also, go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Get your Malema shirt. Get Hidden Colors 1 through 4. If you don't have it, go to 1804 Movie. Get 1804, The Hidden History of Haiti. Y'all have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Holler at you guys Tuesday on ISM Radio, ismradio.com, or go to YouTube and type in IZM Radio with me and my lovely co-hosts, Miss Bree and Miss Layla, ismradio.com.